So, Brevin, I went to the Grizzlies den recently.
I can tell. And then when you walked in, they said, cha-ching. Put it all out there. Anything new, put it out
And
there.
you know me, buy it, wear it.
Oh,
And
you see, I waited at least. I waited,
love yours.
I waited at least a couple of weeks before I wore it.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. The bear, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of fuzzy.
Yes, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
But it's still smooth. I
Yeah.
don't know how they did that.
That's really cool.
Fuzzy but smooth.
Yeah. Mine, in fact, it was, I guess it was Sunday, Sunday's game, and Taylor Jenkins did his interview with Pete, and I was like, that is a really cool hoodie. Went upstairs at halftime. I have a couple of minutes to spare, and I was like, there was nobody up there. Went, bought it, so excited about it, so excited. First thing I thought was, I'm gonna wear it on the plane when we go to Dallas.
And you did.
I wore it on the plane, and I was walking. Darby, who takes the pictures for the team for social media, she's always there, and she always is like taking pictures of people's walk-in. And she said, "Do you want pictures?" I said, "New hoodie." She's taking pictures. I'm so proud of this thing, right?
I see you are.
And then something happened. Brevin got on the plane. And what did you tell me, Brevin?
I just told you that's for that'll be older white men. Man, like this, I'm cool. Look at my new hoodie sweatshirt, and it's Mitchell and Ness. And that's exactly what he said to me when I got on. I
did.
told him exactly what it was, and he said, "Look at Mitchell and Ness." So I think it wasn't intentional. I told him it still looked good, but it was. That's all. That's all I can.
I am a cool 50-year-old man.
No, I never said you weren't. You know, you're the Wolf Blitzer of our show.
But now it sucks because now I got to get it clean because I got something on it already.
It didn't take long.
This is not a good hoodie to wear to dinner. Welcome to Night Court, everybody. I'm Rob Fisher. He is Brevin Knight. We are decked out in our new Grizz gear. I'm really wearing this because I thought it would be funny, my toque. But I also decided I'm cold. We're doing this show outside and it's cold. What's our threshold? 30 degrees?
I think we're gonna say like 35.
35? Okay. Because we're getting close.
Well, really, I would say 40. I don't even know how we got to the 30s.
Yeah.
For me, 40 degrees.
Okay.
At that, like I can still.
I just figured it was like 38 now. Is it not?
No, it's 48.
48?
Yes.
I am freezing.
That's not. But I don't need any gloves. Like when you
Oh, I do.
when you need gloves, that's when I feel like it's time to go in.
Yeah, all right. Again, Brevin Knight, Rob Fisher. This is Night Court. Thank you for listening to the program. Thank you for watching the program. If you've never watched before, you can do so at the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Just search Night Court, and you can watch every episode every week here on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. So check that out. And if you're listening, thank you. We appreciate that as well. We appreciate all our listeners and hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was fantastic.
Good.
2 of the 3 kids were home. Which is always good. You know, we missed Kayla this year, but it's always a fun time. Brendan wants to do all the cooking. Nobody argues. But we just had to do the cleaning.
Yeah.
But it was good. Sat around and watched some football, and it was a good day.
Good.
Nice, relaxing day.
Good.
How about yours?
Good. Mine was fantastic. I missed my family. I love my family. They were gone. They were in St. Louis visiting my family. But we had game Wednesday and then an early game Friday to drive up and drive right back in the same day. That just wasn't going to work. But I'll have time to go home for Christmas. So great. And everybody was so gracious, inviting me over to their families' houses and come over to Thanksgiving. And I said, I really appreciate it. I truly do. But I'm good. And boy, was I good.
Yeah.
I sat on my ass in sweats all day. watched football outside when I felt like it was okay outside because I'd have 2 TVs going outside. But when I got a little too cold, I'd go inside for a little while and lay on the couch, sprawled out, eat some food. Then a buddy of mine brings over a plate, a Thanksgiving plate. And so
Always a good friend.
ate that. A great friend. Thank you, Kason. Ate that. It was amazing. And did exactly what I wanted to do. I got work done while I was eating, ate an amazing meal, and then fell asleep during the Cowboys game. So it was
Exactly what you
perfect.
should have done.
Yeah, and then woke up and another friend came over. We watched late night basketball, and it was nice. It was a nice day. Good day for me. Enjoyed it. Relaxing. Got stuff done too.
I was really just asking for just kind of an overview. I didn't know we were going to do
The whole deal.
the round by round breakdown.
And then I went to bed. Right after I had a little pasta salad.
In his hoodie.
All right. The Grizzlies in the last week. I was going to go with writing down nothing and just trying to remember. And last night I started looking at the games and I thought, I don't remember anything that happened. So I had to look back and see what happened.
All right, let's go.
Detroit, we had the Marcus Smart game.
Oh, it was fantastic from the three-point line, also with the hustle plays. I remember, when you say the game, I'll remember it, but I couldn't remember who we played.
Right.
But no, Marcus was, it was nice to see him have some success and just some confidence playing with this team in the games and being able to play a whole game and feel good, no injury.
I'm liking the 4 games that he's played, or 5 games, I guess, now after the Dallas game. He's making an impact, and you see him on the floor every game.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see from Marcus Smart.
Well, and the thing we talked about was they were going to need sometimes you go to the bench, and the bench have been playing well, but you always like to have something that's different or changes what's happening in the starting lineup. And I think that's what Marcus brings. Can defend multiple positions. We've seen the ability to make shots. But the biggest thing is when he gets playing downhill with as fast as they're playing, he is so physical in those aspects that it has worked out well for the team. So yeah, I've enjoyed his return to the lineup.
Yeah, and Jake LaRavia was really good that night against Detroit. He had 19 points. He continues to be a bright spot here early in the season.
Yeah, another one of the guys we've talked about it. And the thing for him is he's been consistent and he's been available. Like the reason why I think all of our bench guys, the role guys, the guys we keep talking about with success are guys we're talking about who've played the entire year, who've been healthy enough to do it. And so I just think that when we talk about that health word, health is just it's so critical to what you're able to do
for any team,
for anybody and anything that you do. And so because they've been able to at least feel that way, I think that the camaraderie of playing together has been there, but also their individual performances have been there.
Yeah. The next game was New Orleans. First Cup win.
Yes.
That was exciting.
No, stop. That was it.
And Ja had 27. He was really good. What game did Ja have the dunk?
The when they dropped it back to him, that dunk?
Bring it back.
I don't know.
I don't even remember. I don't remember who that was against. That's terrible.
Was that the Pelicans?
I thought it was this past week, wasn't it?
It wasn't this past week because I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what uniform he had on.
I don't see it. That's an absolute shame.
You know what? Hold on. I'm going to find out right now.
But we played the Pelicans.
Here, hold on 1 second. Let me show you something. If I can show this to the camera, Kenny. I mean.
Oh, Lord. Nice.
Look at that. Look at that picture. Just me getting on the plane with my new hoodie. Look at the swagger I was walking with.
Is that what we were looking for?
No, that's not what we were looking for. Oh, and there's a picture of Glorilla.
I thought we were looking for something with the Ja situation.
Oh yeah, here it is. It's against Portland.
Against Portland.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was a while back. How about that?
That's
Okay. Anyway, Ja had 27 in the game against New Orleans. First Cup win. New Orleans just decimated with injuries. I mean,
they're in a similar position that we were in last year.
yeah.
And it's very hard to win in that fashion.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Indiana trailed by 19, battled back, came back, get the win it by double digits. It was an impressive keep fighting type of game.
Yeah, it was. The bench was really good in that game.
Yeah.
And they needed the bench to be excellent. In that one, got off to the slow start. I think they were down 17 after the first quarter. Gave up 45 points in that first quarter. But then it's the old adage: if you're gonna get down early.
Get down early.
It's just a common sense thing. You got a lot more time to get yourself back into the game, and they really flipped things in the second quarter, and then they came out in the third quarter and just continued to run away with it.
When we won the road game before the homestand started, I thought to myself, I should check the standings, see where we're at. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm not going to check them until after the homestand because I'm expecting big things on the homestand. Well, you sweep the homestand. I checked the standings, third place for the Grizzlies.
And you think about third place and not really having with the injury, not having the regulars playing and on a regular basis. Dad's still trying to come back and find his rhythm.
Yeah.
It's been a testament of all the other guys, Jaren Jackson Jr. with what he's been able to do consistently. When he's available to play, and then he's been terrific. It's just, but they've had to keep doing it in that way, piecing it here, piecing it there. But everybody else on the team, they've taken the mantle, and I think it'll be good. It'll be good for this team as the season goes along to have everybody playing like this.
Yeah, no doubt. So I checked the standings. That was great. Then we went to Dallas. Referee sucked. I mean, the disparity was alarming. Unfortunately, the foul differential wasn't that different. It wasn't that alarming. There were only 6 fouls different from the two teams.
That's what I was saying. I have those games, and a lot of mine is it's the feeling. I go off the feeling of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
In that game, I didn't feel like they were making the calls that was deciding the game. Like
No.
It felt that a lot of the calls they were making was because we were fouling.
Right.
It's like we were.
That's.
And then you would go back and review, and for the times you would be like, "That's not." Well,
I told you last night on the plane because I sit in Dallas. I sit right in front of Brevin and Pete.
right. Somehow you would curse me.
And there were times when
tell
the
the
foul
people.
would be called. I'm like, come on, you don't need to call that. That's not a foul. And Brevin goes, well, yeah, that's a foul. And I was like, shut up, Brevin.
Oh, I know, and I know so many people at home.
We're doing the same
thing. And we saw what it was. You're not supposed to say it. Like,
yeah. I thought, okay, couple of things to take away. You didn't close. That was, you had a lead, big lead going into the fourth quarter. Weren't able to close the game. But I thought Ja, in the moment, did what you expect Ja to do in games like that, in situations like that.
Yeah, so
He was scoring down the stretch. He was getting guys easy baskets. He was when you needed a basket, he was getting them. The problem was then we'd foul.
Well, and the thing about that is that's kind of what you expect. We say, like the team effort through the body of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's involved. You're doing that. You just want the last 5 minutes to be able to give your star players the opportunity to now win the game.
Right.
And so, yes, he did exactly what we expect from him to do. The thing that was probably good for this team was they were putting note into that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like those, what plays are we going to run? Who's going to get the ball? What is that spacing going to look like? What is the now pace look like when you get into these last 5 minutes of the game and it's a tighter basketball game situation. So I think these are still, you take these as a learned experience. On the defensive side, the biggest thing was just got to adjust and keep yourself out of being in position for the refs to make a call.
Yeah.
I thought that was the biggest thing, was they just got themselves in position in bad positions that allowed the whistle to then be called.
Right.
Now, could you say, oh, you could have let that go, or you could? Yeah, but once you start getting into that, now it's too arbitrary. It's like, but did it happen? It did happen, and so yeah, it was unfortunate that it went down. And you give Dallas credit; they still allowed us to hang around with how bad they shot the free throws in that fourth quarter. Like, if they would have been decent at making free throws, the game wouldn't have been that close.
Right.
And so I just think that they had the empty possession and they had turnovers, the unforced turnovers in the fourth quarter. Like when they had chances to take it to 15 and maybe 17 while Dallas was struggling, but the fouls didn't allow it to go to 12, 10. Then it gets in the single digits. And so I just thought it was a storm of too many things to allow them to win. But man, it was something you can go sit back and you can go and watch, you learn from, and then you move forward.
I know there's a lot of Tiger fans that look at the Maui, the way that it ended, and say, "Oh, this is just a repeat of what happened last year in the battle for Atlantis." And I'll just say, I really do hope that people are able to look past the end results and look at the like dive deeper into the games and go, these are completely different situations. I walked away from that game thinking the Tigers, they had shots, man.
They didn't necessarily look like they didn't belong in that game.
No.
I think they were just beat up. I think they were just exhausted from the previous two games. And the first game being an overtime game against UConn. So it's it's a tough ask for a top-heavy team early in the season. And I think they'll be fine when it comes to that later in the year.
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
I need my clown nose for Draymond Green. Where is he at, man? I need my clown nose.
All-time clown. But also, we say what we want to say about Draymond. He's also one of the smartest basketball savants that we've ever seen. And
because he learned how to pass the ball to Steph and Clay?
Stop, man. Stop. Don't do that. You're talking about one of the all-time great defenders.
Because he learned how to, I'm going to set a moving screen and pass the ball to the greatest three-point shooter who ever lived.
To commit moving screens.
I'm going to set moving screens and pass the ball. He also blew up the fucking team by beating on his own teammate, the basketball savant that he is.
Hey, man, stop hating on Draymond, bro.
Tune in to The Anthony Sane Show Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. weekly on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, up next, we got Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox is really good. He's really good.
Yeah, and this is our first look at DeMar DeRozan.
I mean, we already know what DeMar. He's gonna get into the mid range. He's gonna either off the dribble. He's gonna be a pump fake king. Now the willingness to take threes has increased with him over the past couple of years, and so that'll be there. But you already know what to expect from him. It's at every level that De'Aaron Fox has been absolute torch to the league.
Then we go to Boston. Oh, God. We haven't had a good finish in Boston. I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been like 10 years.
Yes, bro. We haven't had a happy flight from Boston.
Hell, we haven't beaten Boston here either. I mean, it's a long stretch, and we have not had a happy flight in a long time from Boston. No. Oh.
I feel like this could be the year. I think I've gone into Boston all these other years like, well, let's just not lose by a lot. It's not even the. It's just like you know how we talk. We say you always ask me like, so bro, what's your feeling? I'm like, we go to Boston. It's never a good feeling.
No.
I don't go to Boston with such a bad feeling this year.
All right.
And I think it's because we have more wing defenders than we've had in the past. The possession game is going to be one that's going to be high. I think we started to get closer to being better, at least contesting threes here of late, like at least being closer to the person that's shooting them. So I think for this year, I could see the Boston game being one that is a lot more competitive than we've seen, and one that you could walk out of there being like, damn, this team is for real good.
Yeah. Then we go to Washington.
Which is very dangerous to be playing. To be honest, it's very dangerous to be playing after Alston. Because we've had...
and it's a back-to-back, Saturday, Sunday, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Very dangerous game to be playing.
We haven't had many flights from D.C. either. Many happy flights.
No, that's just...
And they've lost, 17 in a row?
You would hope that they get a win before you get to them.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be very hard. I tell you, I'm just in reality, it's hard for you. The Boston game, you ain't got to say shit. Everybody's going to be here.
Yeah.
And if you're not here, you ain't supposed to be in the league. You about to play against the world champs, the odds-on favorite to win it again this year. And so it's that, and then you go and have to now get yourself.
Marcus playing against his old team for the first time.
Oh, that's right, because last year they just did the tribute. He was hurt.
Yeah.
So now that takes the emotion to maybe here for that game. And then after that, barring whatever happens, you're going to Washington. It's going to be hard to even get to here.
The Washington Wizards went 0-14 in the month of November. It is the second calendar month this year that they haven't won a game. They were 0-12 in February as well. My God.
I feel so bad for those people. The people in that area love basketball.
Yeah.
And they literally have not been able to cheer for their NBA team in a very, very, very long time.
No. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. All right. A couple of other NBA things. All right. One, I'm going to ask you surprises at the quarter pole, because we're at the quarter pole.
Dang, already.
Yeah, how about that? Surprises at the quarter pole.
Okay.
All right. Cleveland, is that a surprise? They're 19-3.
Yes. To be 19-3. You think about it, new coach, trying to still figure out what was Evan Mobley going to be like. They said they want to do more for him, and he's done more. Donovan Mitchell and Garland, they've really worked out. And we talk about depth on the team. Their depth has shown up very nicely.
Orlando, to do it without Paolo, though.
No, not as much. Not as much because they relied heavily. Of course, he's their star guy, but they still had Wagner as another guy who was, could be a budding star. And the kid from Gonzaga, the point guard, he's gotten better. The worst with that.
Suggs.
Yeah, Suggs, number 4. He has taken another step. And then their size and length, and Jamal Mosley really had them playing hard, playing good basketball. So not a surprise with them.
I don't even know who else in the East is a surprise. I guess the Philadelphia at 5-14.
Surprise the other way.
Yeah, surprise the other way. Houston Rockets.
Not surprised.
No?
No.
I didn't think they'd have what it takes to make that OKC jump this year.
Man, the number one, the mentality of the guys sitting at the head of their bench, and the players. I thought it was once they were able to get Jalen Green to harness all of his skill set into doing winning basketball things, and I thought Fred VanVleet would help that. Şengün with how he played. You know I love Dylan. I don't listen. The antics, what happens. I think you need wild cards on your team if you want to get there. You need somebody that can do that. And so with him, I just thought Tari Eason. I thought their mentality mixed with the skills that they have would give them a chance, and they've done good.
Spurs, they're over 500.
Spurs, that it's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Wemby, I'm gonna be honest with you. You see it and you're like, I just don't know. I just feel like they're gonna push him around. Like it's not gonna. Now it's like, bro, this dude is fantastic. And I thought they went and got Chris Paul. And
He makes a difference, doesn't he?
I know you don't like him. I know you don't want to. You don't want to say it again.
I respect him.
but I don't like him. He's great at his craft.
Yep.
Whether you like him, hate him, I like him. I like the way he plays the game, and it's made a difference.
I like that he hasn't won shit. Minnesota. Minnesota, they're 500.
That's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But they made a monster trade. A lot of times you make trades and those things still have to work out. Like at least with your guys, they're the knowns. You know kind of what it's going to be. Maybe it can get to this point. When you get people that come in, now you have unknowns. I know how you play, but how's that really mix?
Right.
What's it fit? How's that? But we're expected to be high level. Like it's one thing if you get new people and you just middle of the road, can't make it better. But when you're already at this point and now you just want to go try to just make that next little jump, everything is a lot more scrutinized.
Yeah. All right. There are some of the surprises at the quarter pole. LeBron James, surprisingly, in one of the worst shooting slumps in NBA history. In a 4-game stretch, he went 0 for 19 from 3, almost breaking R.J. Barrett's record of going 0 for 21 in a 4-game stretch. Now they're saying Lakers need to hold back on this LeBron playing 82 games because he's showing his age. Man, don't be fooled.
What's the thing about it?
You believe it at all?
Heck, I don't believe it. I think if nobody, he's at least in tune with his body. But what will have to happen though at some point is the realization of maybe where you are and the load that you're taking upon yourself.
And taken upon yourself.
So it may be incumbent upon you to say, well, in these games, I'm not going to have, the ball got to play through me. We're going to play through AD a lot. And maybe I got to back off on the minutes that I play while I'm out there. So I think there's a realization for him, but also the realization that he still thinks of himself as being elite, as one of the best. And so if you're elite and one of the best, then I'm supposed to go out and do this.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Paul Millsap retires from the NBA after 16 seasons in the league.
Remember I told you, I was like, I didn't know that I thought he had already retired.
I thought he retired as well.
That's my boy. I love it. Listen, he was a rookie when I was in Utah at the end. And so no, I told you that I think I need to write in and tell somebody that I retired.
That you officially retired?
Yeah, because I didn't tell
You think
them.
you get like a certificate or something?
I don't know. I don't know. But guys, they like even years later they do it.
But Marc Gasol took a while for him to
Same thing. He just was
call it a career.
Yeah, so he was just kicking it in Spain, traveling around. It was like,
Owning a team.
yeah. You know what? I feel like this is the year I tell him I retire. So for me, I think it's literally, I just want to let everybody know I'm making my announcement here on Night Court
This is breaking stuff.
that I'm retired. I'm not coming back. I think I'm gonna hang up my sneakers. I've done as much as I can in this game that I can do. But I want to thank all my coaches, all my teammates, some of the GMs, and But no, the NBA is great to me and my family, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like to say, I just want to say thank you.
Oh no. Tears. Oh my goodness. Can we go on or should we just end it there?
No, let's finish.
You good? All right.
Yes.
How about the Chicago Bears? My goodness.
Hold on. There's no way that dude went in after the game and watched the last 40 seconds of that game and thought we did the right thing. There's no way
He lost his job by being an idiot.
He went to the press conference and said, I thought we made the right decision. There's no way, bro. You thought you only needed 7 yards to be able to kick the field goal. Like, what were you doing? What was the one timeout going to do for you if you let the clock just run down? Like, people that don't really know. Like, I'm never going to act like it's like concepts. Some things about I'm not going to act like I'm going to know more than the person that's been doing it forever.
Right.
But there's just some common sense things that you had to be. You had to just be like, no, maybe we should just use this timeout, man. Just let's see what we can do to get to this little.
I mean, worst case scenario, look at the clock with 8 seconds left and be like, screw it, let's just kick a field goal. Jesus, what are we doing? I mean, how do you, and like you said, how do you say that? I mean, you got yourself fired by saying that. If you come in and say, that's on me. That's on me. You know what? We should have managed the clock better. I thought we were going to get a play in, and we had some miscommunication. Make something up even.
Like the play, it took a little bit longer to get the play in, so really that's what affected the time. We thought we were going to hike the ball a lot sooner to get a play, and we'll have more time. Bro went there and said, I thought it was...
We did the right thing.
I thought we did the right thing.
Do it again next week. What?
Yeah, next week for your son's flag football team, you can draw some stuff up in the dirt. that was...
Yeah. Now that you, there we go. All right, how about college football, the flag planting brawls? Are you excited about those?
Those were, it's like it's, no, I'm not excited about it.
It's ridiculous. How about we make a new rule? We don't plant flags in the opposing stadium.
That ends it that quickly.
Because, some people are going to be ticked off and embarrassed and emotional and want to protect their turf. It's going to happen. You got 80 football heads.
Yes. That's been you're conditioned to just go.
I'm saying at least 30 of them are going to stand up for their rights in their school.
And probably 30 of them haven't gotten in. 28 of them haven't gotten the game.
Right.
So they've been over there all game. I just want to do something.
I mean, there's a grown man who grabs the flag or is trying to grab the flag out of the Michigan guy and trying to grab it from him, who looks like a complete imbecile. He's a grown man.
Yeah, but I'm with you.
Come on, y'all.
I think you just do away. Like, I mean, it's win. You can win, whatever you want to do. But I think to not have that happen, you can't. There's no flags.
We're
no
done.
Flags.
No flags. All right, TV. Did you watch any TV here recently?
I watched Cross on Prime.
Cross?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
I finished Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
I watched all season. That was good.
Have you watched The Jackal?
I haven't. What's that on? Don't tell me it's on Paramount.
I think it's on Netflix.
Really? Is it The Jackal?
I think. I'll find out for sure.
I'll get it. Is it good?
My wife's watching it, and I snuck a peek at a couple episodes, and it's really good. It's about an assassin.
Oh, I'll watch it.
I mean, that's all you need to know, right?
That's it. You didn't need to go any further.
I watched it. I finished Ted Lasso finally.
I need to go back and make sure that
And it just got too emotional, too about the individual stories. I don't know. It
went to where
fluffed out for me.
Well, no way. It went to. I think this is us for real. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, we're gonna put a bow on this. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and there's a new sitcom on NBC called Saint Dennis. David Allen Greer is in it, who's hysterical.
I'm just not a.
And I've watched the first 2 episodes. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's like from the writers of Modern Family and The Office and shows like that. And it's the same sort of layout where they're talking to a camera and things like that. But it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's great yet. It's good, but I'm still gonna keep watching it. St. Dennis.
I'm not a sitcom guy.
I know. All right, Toast, shout outs.
I'm gonna do no shout out.
No shout out.
My no shout out is to taking your car to service. No shout out. You go in thinking you're gonna get oil change, this, and I told you this before. Certain things that they just how do you argue it? I think you go in. We think you need these things. Like, cool, I got that price.
Mm-hmm.
And then you leave out with you thousands of dollars into, and when they tell you this is critical, this is maybe, it's like, well, how long maybe? Do I got a couple months maybe? Am I about to be back here?
Couple weeks?
You know what I'm saying?
Week to week?
What? Yeah. Week to week. I mean, what is that one? So they put you in a bind. It's like, this is critical. Okay, I gotta do the really expensive. And the critical ones are always the most expensive. Mm-hmm. What was that? That's critical. Why couldn't a little 4x4 package be critical?
Yeah.
That one was damn near a tenth of what this one costs. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I got that's my no shout out.
No shout out to you car repair people. but if you listen, we appreciate it.
You see, I didn't say what car. I mean, that's just.
That's right.
And if you want to sponsor the show,
Yeah, exactly. If you want me to be better, come on aboard.
That's right. All right. That's going to do it for us here today. Thank you for watching here on Bluff City Media YouTube channel. Thank you for listening wherever you get your podcasts. For Brevin Knight, I'm Rob Fisher. We'll talk to you again next week here on Night Court.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Night Court Podcast. If you enjoyed Rob and Brevin, hit that like button, subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube channel, and enjoy the content. We will see you back here next time.